Welcome back to the channel. If you guys are new here, I'm trying to turn my backyard into a golf course. And leveling your lawn is probably the most important step of the entire renovation process. So let me take you guys back to day 2 of this lawn renovation, where I'm going to show you guys the easiest, fastest, and most effective way of leveling your yard before you put seed down. Well, good morning, day 2. So I did spend about half an hour this morning with the tractor, folding the sand and soil up, getting a better mix, because usually when they deliver it, it's kind of in layers. So I just spent some time kind of fluffing it up. So the plan for this morning is to get all the sand and soil out onto the yard and all leveled out. Now I do have some brand new tools here, the Landzie Peat Moss Spreader, toe behind, and the 8-foot drag. So I'm going to put those things together, and that's primarily what I'm going to be using on this lawn renovation, and I'll show you why in a couple minutes. So Landzie was super gracious to send me this 44-inch peat moss spreader. Now I do own one of those little 24-inch peat moss spreaders, but nothing toe behind. So I'm actually looking forward to using this. I know this is going to make my renovation work so much easier. So let's open this thing up and see how much assembly we have to do. Instructions. No instructions. So I got most of this peat moss spreader assembled. There were no instructions in the box. So in the card though, there was a QR code that brought you to a PDF to put this thing all together. So it's pretty easy. I'm just gonna zip these bolts together and then we'll be ready to roll here in a second. There we go. The thing that I already like about this is that the clasps are on the side of the peat moss spreader right here. On the 24-inch one, they're right in the middle here. So the clasps are always getting dragged and rolled on. So having them on the side here is definitely a much better upgrade right off the bat. So throughout these years, guys, I have renovated a ton of different lawns, and I've tried just about every method of leveling you guys could think of. I used to dump piles of soil out with a wheelbarrow and spend hours spreading it around with the leveling rake trying to get it nice and smooth. And while that method definitely works, it's ultra time consuming, physically demanding, and it's really hard to get a nice even layer across the lawn. So what I found is using a compost or peat moss spreader like this is not only faster, but it's super consistent. It lays down a thin, uniform layer of material as you go, which means less raking, fewer high and low spots, and much smoother surface to work with. That also makes the next step of leveling even more effective because you're starting with an even layer instead of just some random pile scattered around the yard. For me, this combination of a peat moss spreader followed by the lawn leveler is hands down the easiest, fastest, and most effective way that I have ever found to level a lawn. So that Landzie Peat Moss Spreader toe behind works so well. This thing is making it way easier. And look how good of an even coverage that spreader dispenses. Another good reason why you guys should always use a spreader like this is because no matter how clean you think your material is, once you get down in there, there's always nuggets, piece of rope, some weeds, some organic material. This thing will sift down all of the stuff that you don't want in your lawn. Now you can use this stuff in your garden bed, or if you want to empty it out into a pile, let it dry out, bust it up, and then you can kind of turn it back into a nice mix. But for now, we don't want that stuff going on the lawn. So we're going to use this to cover most of the lawn. I do know some pretty low spots in here that I'll probably just grab the bucket and put maybe half a bucket in here before we start to drag it out. But so far, super impressed and happy with how this spreader is dispensing the soil. Such a labor saver. So we'll continue spraying this and I'll bust out the drag when we're done. Now that we're done with the peat moss spreader, I got a nice thin layer of soil all throughout the yard. Now I'm going to go back and I'm going to target a few of these low areas that I discovered during the scalp. I know there's one right here, and all the trenches need a little bit of extra soil because they've all sunken in. So I'm just going to take the loader with the bucket. I'm just going to go and target a few of these low spots, and then we'll bust the drag out. And we'll start leveling this thing out laser smooth. So I finally got this drag put together. It was actually kind of a pain in the butt. I don't know if it was just user error, but I just couldn't get that thing level. Like, it was bowed and flared down on each side. So I don't know if I need to get some weights that go on each side of the level. But in any event, I'll just drag it behind the tractor and we'll see what kind of results that we get. And then if I have to go out and get some weights for the ends, then so be it. But for now, let's give it a test spin. We'll see how well this thing does leveling out a large area. Once you've got an even layer of top dressing down, it's time for the Landzie Lawn Level to do the heavy lifting. The beauty of a leveling rake is that it naturally shaves down the high spots while pulling the excess material into the low spots, creating a much flatter and more consistent surface. And generally speaking, the wider the leveling rake, the flatter your finished lawn will be. It takes a little bit of patience, but every pass helps to smooth things out, get you one step closer to that golf course finished lawn. If you guys want a much more in-depth explanation on how lawn levelers actually work, I made an entire video dedicated to lawn levels here, so be sure to check it out after this video. So just got done using the 8-foot Landzie drag, and it did an amazing job. This thing leveled this area out in probably about half an hour. What I did do was I added some scrap pieces of plywood inside those areas there where I could stack on some weight. I did find if you didn't have any weight on it, that it would be a little bit bowed. So having those two 25-pound plates definitely made it nice and flat. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to go around with the gorilla cart, and I'm just going to fine tune a lot of these areas around the irrigation heads just to be extra safe. I got kind of sketchy dragging that 8-foot drag around the irrigation just in case if it yanked it out of the ground. So I'm just going to go through these trenches here, fine tune it, and then throw some seed down. We're supposed to get some rain tonight, so I definitely want to capitalize on that. And then after church tomorrow, I'm going to go grab probably like 8 or 10 bales of peat moss, and then get this thing peat mossed, and then that's it. So next step is we're going to throw our seed down. I'm going with the Night Shift Kentucky Bluegrass Ryegrass blend. Now, there's a really easy way of opening this, but no one has time for that, and I'm getting really tired. So we're just going to cut the bag open. I'm going to go at a rate of 9 to 10 pounds per 1,000. So I need about 40 pounds over this entire area here. So we're going to spread this out nice and light. The trick is honestly, just set your spreader on a low setting and just walk over the lawn a few times. It's easier to go over the lawn like 4 or 5 times and make sure you get a nice even coverage than going too heavy at once and then not getting even coverage. All right, let's do it. So this step is optional, but you can get a light garden rake and just drag it through. That'll just help to take this seed off the surface and put it just below the top dressing. But I'm like super tired, so I'm gonna see if I can just ride the tractor and just somehow drag this, because I'm done. It's been a long day. Or if you have a kid, get them to do it. You ready? And that concludes day number 2. Tomorrow after church, we're gonna go to Home Hardware. I'm gonna get about 8 or 10 bales of peat moss. We'll put it all in the roller, we'll spread it out, and then we'll begin the watering process. And I can't wait to show you guys my full-scale DIY home irrigation system. This thing runs off of like 80% rainwater. So I'm gonna start, actually, you know what, I'm probably gonna start watering it tonight, and then we'll put the peat moss down tomorrow. So that's it. It's a good day's work. So we'll see you guys tomorrow morning.